I am the Lord who formed you before your days were known, and I have watched you in silence and in waiting. When you thought you were overlooked, my eyes were upon you. When you felt forgotten, my hand was guiding you. I have not delayed your promise, nor have I turned away from your prayers, for every word you spoke in faith was gathered before me. I kept you hidden, because you were becoming strong, not because you were unworthy. I do not reveal what is fragile to the storm, nor do I place crowns on heads unprepared to bear them. I have allowed the quiet to teach you trust, and the waiting to teach you obedience. Do not compare your path to another's, for I have written your journey with purpose and intention. What I have spoken over your life has not expired, and what I have planted in your spirit shall surely rise. I am shaping your character even when your circumstances do not change. Remain faithful in small things, for I see every unseen act of obedience. The season that tests your patience is preparing your authority. When the appointed time comes, I will bring you forward with clarity and strength. No voice raised against you will stand, and no work done in faith will be wasted. Trust me in the unseen hours, for I am working beyond what your eyes can perceive. I am the Lord who finishes what I begin, and I will not fail you. I am the Lord your God, who calls you by name and knows your ways, even when you do not understand them. I have seen your obedience in the quiet places, where no eye watched and no voice praised you. When you wondered if your prayers reached heaven, I received them and stored them before my throne. I did not ignore your tears, nor did I turn away from your weariness, for I am near to the broken in spirit. I allowed the waiting so that your faith would deepen, not so that your hope would perish. What you thought was delay was preparation, and what felt like silence was instruction. I was strengthening your heart while you asked me to change your situation. Do not say, I am late, for I order your steps, and my timing does not fail. I remove what would destroy you before I release what will establish you. I have guarded you from paths you did not see, and protected you from battles you never had to fight. Remain faithful, even when the reward is unseen, for I honor obedience done in trust. The season that humbled you is the same season that prepared you. I am teaching you to rely on me and not on what you can control. When I lift you, you will know it was my hand and not your own strength. No word I have spoken over your life has returned empty. What I promised will come to pass at the appointed time. Do not fear the unknown, for I already stand there waiting for you. I go before you and make the way straight, even when you cannot see the road. Trust me fully, for I am faithful in all I do. I am the Lord who sees, who restores, and who finishes every work I begin in you. I am the Lord your God, who formed you with intention and called you before you understood my voice. I have walked with you through seasons you did not choose and lessons you did not expect. When you felt unseen, I was nearest to you. When you felt weak, my strength surrounded you. I have heard every prayer whispered in doubt and every cry spoken through tears, and none of them were ignored. Do not say in your heart, "The Lord has delayed," for I am never late, nor do I abandon what I have begun. I kept you waiting because I was refining you, shaping your heart to carry what is coming. I do not pour new wine into fragile vessels, nor do I release authority before humility is formed. The silence you feared was the space where I taught you to trust me without signs. I allowed doors to close so you would not enter places that would drain your calling. What you lost was not punishment, but protection, though you did not understand it at the time. I watched you remain faithful when no reward appeared, and I counted it as righteousness. Every unseen act of obedience was recorded, and every sacrifice was weighed with care. Do not measure your life by another's progress, for your path was written by my hand alone. I have removed pride from you through waiting and strengthened your roots through stillness. When I lift you, it will not be rushed, and when I establish you, it will not be shaken. The season that tested your patience prepared your authority. What I promised you has not expired, nor has my word returned empty. I am aligning people, opportunities, and moments beyond what your eyes can see. Trust me when the way is unclear, for I stand already in your future. Do not fear the next step, for I go before you and make the path firm beneath your feet. Remain obedient in small things, for faithfulness in secret releases power in public. I will restore what was taken, renew what was broken, and confirm what I spoke over you. No voice raised against my purpose in you will prevail. Be at peace, for I am with you in every season. I am the Lord who sees, who prepares, and who completes every work I begin. I am the Lord your God, who knows the end from the beginning and understands every step you take. I have seen your questions in the night and heard your prayers when hope felt distant. Do not believe that my silence means absence, for I am closest when I speak the least. I have allowed the waiting to reveal what is in your heart and to strengthen what was weak. You asked me for change, and I began with your character before I touched your circumstances. I removed what distracted you so you could hear me more clearly. What felt like loss was my mercy protecting you from harm you could not see. I do not waste pain, nor do I ignore obedience offered in faith. Every moment you chose trust over fear was recorded before me. Do not measure your worth by how quickly things move, for growth takes place beneath the surface. I am forming endurance in you, for what I will place in your hands requires strength. When you felt overlooked, I was preparing you. When you felt hidden, I was refining you. My promises have not faded, and my word over your life still stands. I am aligning the right time, the right people, and the right doors for you. Remain faithful in the small things, for they lead to greater responsibility. I will lift you when you are ready, not when you are rushed. What I establish cannot be shaken, because it is built by my hand. Do not fear what lies ahead, for I already dwell in your future. Walk forward in trust, for I am with you in every step. I am the Lord who shapes, who restores, and who completes what I begin. I am the Lord your God, who called you before you could call upon me, and I know the thoughts that trouble your heart. I have seen the weight you carry in silence, and the faith you hold when answers seem far away. Do not say, I am alone, for I walk with you even when you cannot feel my presence. I have allowed the pressing so that what is true within you would rise and what is false would fall away. I refine my servants as silver is refined, not to destroy them, but to reveal their worth. The waiting you endure is not wasted time. It is holy ground where trust is learned. You asked me to lead you, and I have guided you step by step, though the path was narrow. I closed doors you prayed would open, because they would have taken you away from my purpose. What you thought was rejection was my protection surrounding you. I have strengthened your spirit while your circumstances remained unchanged. Remain faithful, even when progress is unseen, for I reward obedience done in faith. I am shaping endurance in you, because what I will entrust to you must be carried with humility. Do not compare your journey with another's, for I measure faithfulness, not speed. Every tear you cried in prayer was counted, and every sacrifice was known to me. My promises over your life have not failed, nor have they grown silent. I am aligning events beyond your understanding and preparing moments you cannot yet see. When I move on your behalf, it will be clear that my hand has done it. Stand firm in trust and do not fear what is ahead. I go before you and remain beside you, strengthening your steps. I am the Lord who calls, who prepares, and who fulfills every word I speak. I am the Lord your God, and I do not abandon the work of my hands. What I started in you was not accidental, nor was it born of impulse. I saw the end before the beginning, and I counted the cost before I called you. Do not doubt now, because the journey has been long. You have walked through seasons that tested your faith and moments that stretched your patience. Yet you are still standing, still trusting, still reaching toward me. This is not by your strength alone, but by my grace sustaining you. I have carried you when you were weary and guided you when the way was unclear. Remember this: I do not waste seasons, and I do not forget promises. What seemed like delay was alignment. What felt like loss was protection. What appeared to be silence was instruction shaping your heart. You were never idle in my hands. Stand firm and do not look back with regret. The ground you walked through prepared you for the place you are entering. I have removed what could not follow you and preserved what must remain. What is ahead requires the faith you have built, not the comfort you left behind. Rest in this truth: I am faithful. I will complete what I have begun. Walk forward in trust, for I am with you, and my purpose for you will stand. I am the Lord your God, faithful and unchanging, and my word over your life has not weakened with time. What I have spoken still lives, and what I have planted still grows, even when you cannot see it. Do not let weariness convince you that I have forgotten you, for my eyes have never left you. You endured seasons where obedience was costly and faith felt heavy. You waited when others advanced, and you trusted when answers did not come. I saw every quiet surrender, every prayer spoken through uncertainty, every moment you chose me without assurance. None of it was unseen, and none of it was wasted. The road you walked refined you. The pressure you felt strengthened you. I was building depth where you wanted speed, and forming character where you expected reward. What I am preparing you for requires more than ability. It requires trust, humility, and endurance. Do not measure my work by what you feel today. I move beyond your sight and work beyond your understanding. I have aligned moments, shifted paths, and guarded you from harm you never recognized. Even now, I am arranging what will make sense only later. Lift your eyes and take courage. The same hand that sustained you will establish you. The same voice that guided you will confirm you. What I have promised will come to pass, not by your striving, but by my faithfulness. Walk forward without fear. Remain faithful without doubt. I am with you, and I will finish every work I began in you.